Hi guys, Terry here. I recently got some happy mail from one of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that I love to watch her YouTube videos. Her site is called The Creativity Cave, and it's Dena Rekow, and she came up with a stamp set for Stampin' Up! So we're all so excited for her. And today I want to open it up and make a card with it. So let's get started. I'm excited about the stamp set. She had a promotion in December that if you ordered, put in an order with her, you got the stamp set, and she would autograph it. So, such a cute promotion. So there she sent a card. Look how pretty that is. Very cute. And here's the set, and she signed inside there, Dena. So, very cute. Really happy for her. She's been with Stampin' Up! For a long time. I got to meet her last year. So I think what I want to do is use a few of these and make a card. So knowing that I was going to stamp the leaves in Wild Wasabi, and I think this is an old retired color, but I still have this ink and the cardstock. So I'm going to make the leaves be that, so I thought I would make the base of the card be green. And I simply cut the 8.5 by 11 in half. And then I've got the measurements here. I'm going to have the card base. And then I've got just a layer of white that's going to go on there. And then I've got a second layer of white that's going to go on top of that. You can see it's a little bit smaller, like that. So we're going to do our stamping on here, and then just have a white layer. And then I'll have the dimensions on my website too. But remember that when you cut the card stock in half, because the cardstock is 8.5 by 11, it's easy to remember, just cut those two in half and then take a 1/4 inch off for each layer. So I've got those, and then I'm going to stamp the Happy in Vellum. So let me get the Vellum out here, and then I thought we would dry emboss white on that. So I'm going to have the sentiment be Happy. When she sends you stuff, she calls it Happy Mail. So of course her stamp set had to include Happy. So we will stamp this on Vellum with Versamark. Versamark is just a sticky clear ink. Just get it good and covered. And then I'm going to stamp this. We can trim this down. But let me get that ink onto the Vellum. And I know you can't see it, but it is there and it's sticky. And it's going to hold the white powder. So this is dry heat embossing. I don't know if you can see it on there or not. I can see it in the light here. We're just going to sprinkle that powder on there. Doesn't that look pretty? So now I'm going to heat up my heat gun. Let me get that heated up. Okay, I've got the heat gun heated up. And you have to be really careful with Vellum. Okay, just heat it till you see the powder get shiny, because Vellum can warp really quickly. So that looks really good. So we'll trim that down when we go to put it on the front of the card. Let's do some stamping here. So I'm going to stamp this big flower. Now I'm stamping it in So Saffron. I don't sell Stampin' Up, so I don't know if So Saffron is still a color, but I'm just doing it in yellow. And this stamp is, what do they call that? They call that, where it's got, well, let me stamp it and show you. It just has some texture to it. They've got a word for it. So here is just inking it up. And then because it's this textured, I'm using a stamp pad to do it on. So let me put a scrap piece of paper down here. So we'll stamp here. And we'll stamp up here. Here. And I've seen Dena make several stamps with several cards with this already, and she's got a class that she's doing with it. So now let's do, so this is Pool Party. Again, I think it's a retired stamp set, or a retired ink pad color. And then I'm going to do this blue here. Let's just do a few of these blue around the yellow. Do one there. And one here. And then I think one down here. It's a really versatile stamp set. I mean, I think it'll be for any occasion. And then let's quickly do the leaves in Wild Wasabi. And there's a couple different leaves. Let's do this one. I've got this one and then this little guy. Okay. I've got a stamp chamois to clean off the ink. And then we'll do the little one here. And it's pretty dark, so I think for the blue ones I'm going to stamp off the ink once. And then do a lighter green on those, because that green is very dark. Indecision. Very pretty. Okay, so we've got the flowers stamped. Oh, I know, there's one more thing on the flowers. This one for the big, this one for the little. Clean the leaves off. Okay, so this will do in early espresso, or any brown that you have. Stampin' Up is, well, all the companies come up with new ink colors every year, which keeps it fresh. But I will just keep using the stamp sets that I have already invested in. Better take this one off. Okay, I like that. Okay, so now the last thing that I want to do on this layer is I want to use the Pool Party and just go around the edges and add a little bit of color to this background here. So I just want to, this is just some blender brushes that I bought from Amazon. The little makeup brushes are very inexpensive. There's fancier ones for scrapbooking, but like everything else, when they make it a scrapbook tool, the price increases. But you can just buy these ink blending brushes on Amazon for very inexpensive. They're just makeup brushes. They're super soft. And I know Stampin' Up! Now sells them. I don't know what the price is, but on Amazon you can get them for less than $15. And I know this won't look like much color, but when we hold it up to the white paper, it's really going to look like there's a blue sky on it. And we're just doing it to fill in a little bit of color. And I see I missed some brown there. You guys were probably thinking that as you were watching. Get that one on there. Such a cute stamp set. Okay, so let's assemble the card now. We've got our happy, and I'm going to cut this on my guillotine cutter here. I think I'll just make it as wide as the happy is. So probably be about 1.5 inches here. Trim it a little more. Okay, that looks really good. So like I said, I got this card idea from Dena herself. This was one of her sample cards. And I think I'm going to use tape runner. Now vellum, if you put glue on the vellum, it'll show through. So what I like to do is wrap it around the back of the card. So I'm just going to get it lined up here. And then put that tape runner on there. I like to use the Tombow tape runner, but use the adhesive that you have. That looks really pretty. And then I think I'm going to use some liquid glue just to hold this all down. And I kind of globbed it on there. Don't put it on too thick, because the water that's in the glue will warp your paper. So put it on real lightly. And then we'll put our next And it doesn't take a lot. I see people put a lot of glue on it. It doesn't take a lot. When you glue it on here, it's not going to go anywhere. But there's our card. So again, the stamp set is called Pretty Perennials. It's so cute, and there's our card that we made. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 this year. And I thank you for watching.